guys, and welcome to another episode of Facebook Friday. My name's Eric Hammond with the Orange Stack. Thanks for following along each week as we really dive into business and how to help you get more business, take advantage of your marketing, and really just make a better self of yourself. Make a better you, right? That's the point of this. So today I'm out here at the Carlsbad Airport. I'm sure most of you have never been here. It depends on who's following me right now. This is probably the smallest airport I've ever been to in my life. Quite ironically, there's probably 30 to 50 flights that go out of here a day. But as you can see right now, it's dead. There's nobody here. There's a couple United flights that leave here. It gets super noisy, so if you get a plane flying over, we'll just deal with it. But anyway, I like this place. It's actually right in the middle of Carlsbad. I live just a couple miles away from here. And I think the reason that I like it is it's one of those private airports that make you feel special. If you can afford to fly into this place, you're doing pretty well. It's one of those things. I've always loved airplanes. I would love to own my own private jet someday. I follow Grant Cardone and Tom Ferry and these guys, and a lot of those guys have their own plane, which is really cool. My grandpa had a plane growing up, and just I love flights. It's really cool. So anyway, if you get a chance, fly into the Carlsbad Airport. Cool place. But today I want to talk about you. It's always you against you, and I get a lot of the topics that I talk about from other speakers who've maybe done blogs or posts around this. Actually, Tom Ferry did an article very similar to this a couple weeks ago, and so go check his article out for sure. But definitely Grant Cardone and Gary Vee, and a lot of these topics come from these guys. So one of the things that's interesting in life, if you've ever watched the movie Me, Myself, and Irene, it's always you. It's always you against you. And it's one of those movies that I watched a long time ago. I really enjoyed. If you've ever seen that movie, it came out, it was either the late 90s or early 2000s. It's Jim Carrey, and he plays three different roles, but he's always against himself, and he's a cop, and he's himself, and he's just competing with himself all the time. And I think that that's what you got to think about in your life with you, is that there's a ton of competition out there in the world, but don't worry about it. It's just you. It's only you. When I started in the business of real estate, I got into house flipping, and it was something that I was really passionate about. And I was in the Salt Lake area flipping quite a few homes. We did over 100 homes. I partnered with a bunch of other people, and it was something I was really passionate about. I actually still wear this shirt today. This says, can't even see it here, it says, "I'll buy your home." Got a jet taking off here in the background, so it's gonna get loud. Anyway, I was really excited about flipping homes. It was something that I was passionate about, and maybe this wasn't the best place to record a show. Got a huge jet flying in over here. Check that guy out. That's what I'm talking about. I would love to own an airplane like that someday. Anyway, when I started out in real estate investing, it was something that I was passionate about. I loved real estate, and when I was buying homes in the market, it's a pretty close-knit real estate investing community in Salt Lake. If any of my friends from Salt Lake are watching this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the thing that was going on in my mind back then was scarcity, meaning that if I didn't buy a house that I heard one of my friends did or I knew of another investor did, I thought that's one less house that I can flip that year. I thought that there's only a certain amount of properties that are going to come up for sale. There's only a certain amount of things that I can do this year. And if I didn't get it, that was one less deal for me that year. But that's a limitation. Don't think about it that way. Think about the fact that there's tons of opportunities in the world, that just because I wasn't able to buy a house that day or that year, didn't matter. It means that I didn't go out and find it. It means that I was not up against myself, and I didn't go out and take the actions necessary to make that happen, that I let somebody else beat me to it. Tom Ferry talks about, if you're in a real estate office and the guy next to you gets a listing and you're thinking to yourself, man, I didn't get that listing. Same kind of mindset. Like, there's more listings out there. You can do it. There's more things to be found. There's more opportunities for you. Don't let yourself conquer your own thoughts and feelings. Just know that there's more to it than that. Oftentimes it starts with the way that you think about your day, the way that you think about what's going on in your life. Do you think there's an abundance? Do you think that there's an overwhelming supply of opportunity? Most people don't, unfortunately. There's a lot of podcasts I listen to, a lot of motivating YouTube videos that I really like. It basically just says, whatever you think about is what you become. That's a big part of that. If you've ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, I think that's the secret that they talk about in there, is really what you focus on expands. If you focus on there's only a certain amount of houses to sell, there's only a certain amount of opportunities for me to go after, that's what you're going to focus on. You're going to think that I lost that day. I didn't get it, so I'm a failure. But if you think that tomorrow's another day, tomorrow there's more opportunity, I can find more chances tomorrow, I can make a better opportunity tomorrow, or even make the best of today. It's not even noon yet. That's what you're going to focus on. That's what's going to happen. So spend your time in positive thoughts. Spend your time thinking that there's a world of opportunity out there, and that just because somebody else maybe is going after the same thing as you doesn't mean you can't. Especially with social media. I'm following a lot of big influencers on YouTube and Facebook right now, knowing that they're getting millions of views on their videos, and I'm not there yet, and that's okay. I don't get millions of views. I don't even get hundreds of thousands of views. I think one of our peak videos peaked at like 5,000 or 6,000 views, which is awesome. I'm super excited that we get 5,000 or 6,000 views on one of our videos. But for the most part, I'm not there. I'm not at the million view range yet, but that's okay. But in my mind, some days I wake up and say, man, if there's 1 million views on this view or on this video, that means that I'm not going to get those views. But the thing is people watch multiple things. They watch some of Tom Ferry's stuff, they watch some of Grant Cardone's stuff, and then they can also watch my stuff, right? That's the point, is that there's plenty to go around. If you think about the abundance of your mindset, just know that there's a ton going around, that there's an unlimited amount of possibility. Just to go back to real estate for a second, in our county of San Diego, there's almost 40,000 real estate agents. It's amazing how many real estate agents there are. But there's only a certain amount of homes that sell each year, and it's typically about the same. Sometimes the market goes up and down, but let's just keep it on a real easy basis. If there's only 10 homes that sold, and let's say you get 2 of them and your other partner out there gets 8 and that's your competition, does that mean the next year, if he gets 9, you're only going to get 1? No. Make it 11. Make the total amount for the year go to 11. Talk somebody else into working with you. Increase the market in your own mind. Know that there's more opportunity, that the market fluctuates, it goes up, it goes down. There's plenty of opportunities for you to take another listing this year. There's another opportunity for you to work with another client, to do something else for somebody else. It's all about you. It's what you tell yourself every single day. So that's my story. It's kind of short today, but I know that what you focus on every day matters. There's a lot of great books that train your mindset to think about it in a certain way, to keep your mind on topic and to keep your mind positive. And I think that that's the goal, is to always be going back to the positive, abundant lifestyle. So train your brain to think that way. Think about the things that you're wanting to. Set your goals, look at them often. I put my goals on the wall right above my computer screen every day, so I look at them. I write them down every morning, every night. You got to know what you're focused on, because that's the direction that you're going to go. Ironically, I usually hit my goals about the 15th or the 16th of every month, which is super exciting for me. It means I think I need to step up my goals a bit. But because I write them down probably 30 times by halfway through the month, it's so engraved in my mind, I know exactly what I'm doing. I think that helps me get there that much quicker. I had a goal this month of working with a certain amount of clients, and on the 20th, we got there. It was cool. I got to that point where I hit the number that I was going for. So set big goals, write them down, know what you're targeting, and know what your goals are. If you can't pound them out, boom, 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 your goals every single day, you don't know them well enough to be focusing on them. So don't just set your New Year's resolution in January and forget about it. Focus on them every single day. Anyway, thanks for the shout out, Tim. Appreciate it. Glad you appreciate this advice. You're an awesome rock star out in Georgia. So check out Tim. If you're not watching his content, he's amazing too. Anyway, thanks for following along, guys. I appreciate it. Come check out the Carlsbad Airport. Come out here, Tim. Come buy a house. Okay, see you guys later.